Okay, this is a breakdown of the Euro US for the early European session on the 26th of October. All right, let's see what the market did just before the opening of Frankfurt. Drop a channel on the high from this drift. Drop a channel, C-click. The market pulled back to here, C-click. We're expecting a bounce in this zone. The market does overrun it a bit, but our entry order was on this low. Right there. Just clear that and put the entry order on that low. We wear a little heat for a few minutes and then the market runs. All right, if you had started at the opening of Frankfurt, you could take a speculator based on the 50% pullback, so in here, or had you failed to see that one as well, you could put a channel here. You'd be expecting a bounce somewhere in this zone. I'd have an entry order off this low. But as we already have a trade in, will determine where the market's going. In a sideways market, just put a channel there. Okay, we're expecting the market to come up to about this price point. Unfortunately, there's lots of noise through here. So you need to determine a 50% point. I use a bounce point where it pivots between going up and failing and going down and failing. Because we're looking for a take profit point, we take the most conservative one, so it's the lower one on the long or the higher one on the short. So let's take the lower one here, C-click that low, and you take profit there, which is a 24.5 pip run, so 23 pips for that move. And we're looking for a secondary trigger for a short. Now, markets run fairly aggressively here. We're expecting a pullback. That pullback should go to at least here, the 50% line. All right. So as we're looking at that move, let me just turn that channel off. We're looking at the oscillation here. Here, the market runs from this point to this point. This point to this point. So we're expecting a 50% pullback. I would take a trigger off this one or off this one to get into my southern trade. Let's put a entry order here. X-click. I'll hide the channel. All right. Now, once again, we're just taking bounces at the top of channels and 50% lines pretty much exclusively. We're not sure where it's going to go. When the market does break free of this, our initial hope is that the market is going to double this channel and go down somewhere into this zone. Unfortunately, it does not. Once it breaks this, the oscillation is pretty strong through here. The pullback goes all the way back to this channel. So we're looking for a 50% between here and here. Okay, so there's the lower one. There's the higher one. We would use this as our projection for our take profit. As I said before, if it's a short, use the higher end. You can see it there referenced. So we take profit there, which is 27.5, so 26 pips. That's pretty much the meat in the early session for this pair anyway. There were very few fundamental announcements, and I would suggest that that was the reason for the lower volatility. The market just drifted along pretty much until an hour to two into New York. All right, well, I hope this channel analysis has been helpful. Just make sure that when you're looking at the 50%, that you be conservative, more conservative with your take profit, and a little bit more aggressive with your triggers. So if you're looking at the lower channel being duplicated from and looking at either this point or this point as your 50%, that's your take profit, that's your trigger. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. Have a great day, and I hope your trading goes well.